Mr. Thanks' fashion business course.
Learn fashion business with Mr. Thanks in 5 minutes a day.
Hello everyone. Today, we're going to talk about how the European Union's stricter e-commerce regulations are affecting the apparel industry. Recently, the EU has been tightening customs controls on products from online retailers like Shein and Temu to combat the influx of low-cost and often unsafe products from China. This move could reduce the competitiveness of Chinese e-commerce platforms in the European market, potentially benefiting European brands and retailers that have struggled to compete on price. So, what does this mean for Japanese apparel brands? Could this be an opportunity? Let's dive into the background of these EU regulations, their impact, and the strategies Japanese brands should consider.
1. What are the EU's stricter e-commerce regulations? 1. Why is the EU tightening regulations? The EU is concerned about the surge of low-priced products imported through Chinese e-commerce platforms. The main reasons include massive imports evading duties. Previously, parcels under 150 euros were exempt from customs duties. Some Chinese e-commerce companies exploited this by splitting shipments to avoid taxes. Violation of product safety standards. Many product safety standards. Many products, such as toys and cosmetics, failed to meet EU safety standards, posing risks to consumers. Disadvantage to European companies. EU-based companies couldn't compete on price, harming local retailers. 1. 2. What are the potential impacts? Increased prices for Chinese e-commerce products. With the removal of duty exemptions, products from platforms like Shein and Temu may become more expensive in Europe. The recovery of competitiveness for EU brands and retailers. European companies might regain market share as the price gap narrows. Shift in consumer behavior. Consumers may become more inclined towards high-quality products, valuing safety and durability. 2. Opportunities for Japanese apparel brands with Chinese low-cost e-commerce platforms potentially losing their edge in Europe. Japanese apparel brands have a chance to make their mark. How can they seize this opportunity? 2. 1. Competing with quality and branding. In the past, brands like Shein and Temu dominated the European market with their low-cost, trend-focused approach. Moving forward, quality and brand value will become more important. Japanese brands can leverage their strengths by focusing on trust in made in Japan, emphasizing high quality and meticulous craftsmanship, use of sustainable materials, highlighting eco-friendly brand values, storytelling of craftsmanship, strengthening branding by sharing the stories behind their products. 2. Strengthening direct-to-consumer D2C strategies. In the European market, beyond traditional retail channels, a D2C model, selling directly through their own e-commerce sites, can be effective. To succeed, overseas branding on social media, utilizing platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to reach international audiences. Multilingual e-commerce sites with enhanced user experience, ensuring websites are user-friendly and cater to various languages. Collaborations with influencers, partnering with local influencers to increase brand visibility. 3. Marketing strategies for Japanese brands. 3. 1. Clarifying differentiation points to succeed in the European market. It's essential to stand out from low-cost Chinese brands. Avoiding price wars. Focusing on high added value rather than competing on price. Building trust through brand storytelling. Sharing the brand story to gain consumer trust. Defining target audience. Clearly identifying the target market and building deep relationships with consumers. 3. 2. Integrating sustainable fashion. Europe has a high number of environmentally conscious consumers, leading to increased demand for sustainable fashion. Using organic cotton and recycled materials. Incorporating eco-friendly materials into products. Introducing recyclable packaging. Using packaging that can be recycled to reduce environmental impact. Proposing long-lasting designs. Offering designs that are timeless and durable. By embracing these elements, brands can resonate with European consumers. 3. leveraging cross-border e-commerce with the EU's stricter regulations potentially reducing the share of Chinese e-commerce. Japanese brands should actively utilize cross-border e-commerce, listing on platforms like Amazon EU, Zalando, and ASOS, expanding presence on major European e-commerce platforms, utilizing overseas warehouses to improve delivery speed, ensuring faster delivery times to enhance customer satisfaction, setting prices considering duties and logistics costs, pricing products appropriately by accounting for additional costs. This approach can facilitate smooth entry into the European market. 4. In summary, 6 key points. The EU is tightening regulations on Chinese e-commerce, changing the European market landscape. The market is shifting from price competition to valuing quality and brand value. Opportunities are expanding for Japanese apparel brands to enter the market. Strengthening D2C strategies and developing overseas branding are crucial. Incorporating sustainable elements to adapt to the European market. Utilizing cross-border e-commerce and platforms like Amazon EU to expand sales channels. As the EU enforces stricter regulations on Chinese e-commerce, it's a prime opportunity for Japanese brands to enhance their presence in the European market. The market is shifting towards valuing brand value over price. Let's leverage this trend to our advantage.
Thank you for watching until the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next class. Please subscribe to the channel